Jayo Rama Manoma Kunjavihari Gopi Janavala Yashodanandana Prajanarandana Yashodanandana Prajanarandana Yashodanandana Prajanarandana Yamuna Tira Vanadati Yamuna Tira Vanadati Jayo Rama Madhoma Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we are, Brahma's meditation is going on. And Brahma started with the famous shloka. Goloka namni nijadham vitaleja tasya Devi Mahesha Haridhamishu. Then Te Te Prabhava Nichaya Shena Govinda Mati Purusha Tamam Bhajami. He said the topmost place to achieve is Goloka Dhama, where Krishna is having sweet pastimes with his most intimate devotees. But actually we start Devi Mahesha Hari and then Goloka Dhama. Devi means the place we are in, Devi Dhama. And then now then there's Mahesha Dhama. He explained about Devi who is Mahesha. Now he's talking about Hari. But before going to the Vaikuntha Dhama, he's also talking about the other things in this world. There is Vishnu present in this world. There is Ganesha present in this world. He's talking more. And then he goes to talk about Vaikuntha Dhama. And towards the end, that is his meditation completes there. So the reference to his seat he is talking. He is sitting on the lotus and he can see what is going on in this world and what is the ultimate abode for me to achieve. Now the purport, two words are there. The middle word, we don't see anybody interested to know about Haridhama. Very rare, correct? People are not interested. The reason he has said in the purport, people are affected by two qualities. One is inactivity and one is laziness and one is foolish activity. Middle word we see people are predominantly affected by that. Either is activity, just like Brahma, building this. It is just like in a shore of an ocean. Children are sometimes playing and they are making so many castles and parents are watching. One wave comes, all are destroyed. So people are not conscious of the impermanent nature of this world and they are busy building material things. Just like, and topmost of the personality is Brahma, busy building the whole universe. True, apart from that, he also being a devotee launches a big party, that is the Brahma Sampradaya, we come in that. But the activity of building the universe is pushed by passion. I'll do this and I'll do this, like that. We also to a certain extent are affected by that. But the still worse quality compared to that is called inactivity. Prabhupada comments on that. Prabhupada says, when I came to America and I saw hippies, and many people came to me and asking why there are hippies in this country, it's a rich country. Prabhupada said, because you have created inactivity for them. How does it mean? Prabhupada said, the reason is, because Prabhupada when he came to India, some big politician made a statement, I want tractors, this, that, so they can do farming with that. Prabhupada says already in India there are so many unemployed people. You want to create more unemployed people? Okay? You may say technological advancement, but not at the cost of creating unemployment. If 100 people do a job and with a tractor you can do the job, you did the job, 100 people what they will do now? So similarly in America, I say it's a big country, but by introducing machines, you have created so much unemployment. All these hippies are nothing but jokers. They have no job to do. Now, how can somebody be without a job? It is lamentable. Prabhupada used to say, it may be within my society or outside, nobody can be without engagement. I mean, idle-minded labels, workshop. So one of the, that's what you see actually. The modern, at least maybe one generation ahead of us, there was tendency for working hard, you know. But in the present generation, I will always say dharma, artha, kama, moksha. That was one level of spiritual life. You understand spiritual principles. Based on those principles, you have to do something for getting some money, but the principles are in place. And then you have some gratification. Again, principles are controlling you. And then you cultivate moksha, one platform. The next generation, maybe ahead of us, they forgot the dharma and they forgot the moksha. Or dharma was there, so it was dharma, artha, kama. But moksha people forgot. No, you follow some principle that also started becoming diluted, and you work for getting some money. Some principles are in place, and then you enjoy in a regulated way. Next generation to that came, dharma is gone now, somehow get money and you enjoy. Now the present generation is worse, simply enjoy. Don't even think how to get money. That is what he is talking about, inactivity, that is hippie. Today if you go, practically, I am not saying everywhere, particularly engineering colleges where I see, completely hippies. I don't want to say all, but practically they become hippies by the time they finish their 4 years. You know, I have been recently had a privilege to teach even in 4th year. The first year person has much more IQ and much more energy in his brain and body to work compared to a 4th year person. What happens to, yes, we don't know what they undergo in the training. But actually we are creating a situation where people do not want to work. This is hippie civilization, slowly unfolding. It unfolded in India, in America in 1960s. India, it may take some more time, but it will unfold one day. People don't want to work. That is inactivity. Prabhupada says the tamoguna is a peculiar nature of the material world. Spiritual world, devotees are very active, but they are active and out of love. Just like a mother when she takes care of the child, it's only fun. It is not labor. The spiritual world, they are active because of love for Krishna. So even though they are active, there is no labor. That's what Prabhupada says. In the material world also, you can know whether you are doing service in proper consciousness. You feel happy after service. You don't feel, oh, I did so much. No, you feel pleasure. So this inactivity is very strange because some people are active for sense gratification. Some people are active for spiritual life. But this strange inactivity which is now predominating the society, tamoguna, is very dangerous. That is what is being mentioned here. And then finally these are the people who become easily agitated and tamasic qualities working for destruction. Therefore Shiva is in charge of tamoguna. In the sense he shows that destruction is the feature of this quality. And sattva you maintain, in rajas you create Brahma, in sattva you maintain, and in tamas you destroy. Correct? When we get affected by tamas, we can destroy all what we have done in our life. We might have hard work, develop something in our life. Correct? You can maintain it by sattva peacefully, and by tamas you can destroy your all achievements. So in way, either way you see it fits. Now he has talked about the material world, he talked about Durga and Shiva. Today he is talking about Vishnu. And he is saying the same shloka, Deepa. Just like one candle, we can light another candle. It's not difficult to understand. By one candle, we can light another candle. Now both the candles are of the same power and they burn independently. Okay. The same way, Prabhupada says, that's why, Krishna book, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Prabhupada comments in one purport. He says, actually all the personality of Godhead, all the Vishnu forms, everything. But Krishna, the Supreme Personality. Many people don't know the meaning. Why Prabhupada says the word Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Actually this word was used by a spiritual master. Prabhupada just continued. But Prabhupada says the meaning is that there are personality of Godhead because all the Vishnu form, all the Narayana forms are also Godhead. But Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In general, and then Prabhupada continues in the purport, because there is a difference between the, we cannot say Narayana is less than Krishna in one way, because they are also same candle. Therefore, all of us can, all of them can also be mentioned as Supreme Personality of God. Now, in the Bhagavatam, actually, this is very clear. Before that, I will tell one story, then it will be understandable. There was once a small boy. I told this before, but it fits today's meditation. And what this boy did, that he was very poor. He was from a very poor house. So, he was, studying under a guru, and the guru had a big function. So this small boy asked everybody told function what we will bring, because previously guru is there and the festival is there, so everybody will bring something. Brahmana had no source of income, so people were bringing things. So all child said, I'll take care of this, I'll take care of this, I'll take care of this. So the small boy was sitting, was so poor he could not say anything. He said, I'll tell you tomorrow what I can bring. So he went back home and he told his mother, what do we give? So mother said, Beta boy, we are so poor, we don't have anything. So he said, mother said, actually, but one solution I have. Krishna is Dinabandhu, he is a friend of the poor. You go and ask him. He said, how can I ask Krishna? Where is Krishna? Krishna, sages go to the forest to search him, just like, Dhruva Maharaj mother also told, the forest people do some meditation. So, okay. So he went and he said, Dinabandhu Dada, my elder brother, Dinabandhu, please come, Dinabandhu. So small child, just like Dhruva Maharaj also sincerely searched for Krishna, he got, after guidance of Narada. Similarly, this child also finally saw Krishna. So when Krishna came, he said, Dinabandhu Dada, this is the situation, what should I do? He said, okay, you tell the teacher, you will supply all the curd which is needed for the function. Now, curd is not cheap, curd is expensive. So all the curd I will supply. That means some thousands of people are coming. Big festival is there, previously festivals mean everybody will come. Here in this world people come, but generally for Bhuta and daily festivals. Yesterday somewhere, near Katil, some Bhuta festival was there. Whole town, minimum 10,000 people expected. So what happened was big function, a lot of people come. So he said, okay, he went back home peacefully, that child. And it went to the teacher next day and said, I will supply all the curd. Teacher said, really? He said, yes. My dada has told, brother has told, I supply all the curd. So next day, when the day of the function was there, he went to the forest. He had to search for that person. Dinabandhu Dada, again he started crying, Dinabandhu Dada, where are you, where are you? So he came. Sincerely he was searching. He just believed his mother, the Lord is there in the forest. So his prayer was without any duplicity. Krishna immediately responds. So Krishna responded. Yes. So nice if we teach children's Krishna consciousness, because they believe what we say. So Krishna came and he said yes. So he gave him a small pot of curd. Small. So he went to the function. So huge arrangements are going on, thousands of people are coming, and everybody has brought his supply. Somebody has brought all the fruits, thousands of fruits. Somebody has brought, bags and bags of rice. Everybody has brought so much in maybe bullock carts. They have brought all the items. Huge festival is happening. And where is this third fellow? Where is this third fellow? Suddenly he came. And instead of bringing a bullock cart, he brought in his hand a small dippy. This is my God. He said, what is this nonsense I am going to do in the festival with a small piece of curd? What is it? He just kept it neglectfully and it fell. And he went away to see some arrangement. And he came back. The curd had fallen from this and he kept it again flat. Again it became filled with curd. Again now he got it out. He took the curd and put it in a bucket. Again it became full. So Prabhupada says there very loudly in the narration, Om Purnamadaha Purnavidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. This is the same shloka. Even though so many manifestations come out from the Lord, He remains as it is. So similarly, Krishna is like that. Purnasya Purnamada. Even though that's where the Mayavadis make a blunder. See what happened? There is a class of people who try to understand the Vedas, but they try to understand the Vedas as a Kupu Manduka. They do not open up to understand that God can do what I cannot do. Prabhupada says that becomes great offense, because when Krishna comes to this world, they take all his activities and his form as Maya. Therefore we call him Mayavadi. And this is the wrong interpretation. People use their limited mind and their limited logic and understanding of what they have seen to understand Krishna. They say if a piece of paper is there and you break it into many pieces, paper is over. So Krishna has created this massive manifestation. God is over. Finished. God is finished now. Over. He died. Because we give them the puzzle, how beautiful creation has come. God created. But then he got exhausted, he's finished. He's over. There is no God now. And I am God now. Something strange philosophy. We cannot understand head or tail of that philosophy. But why people go run for that philosophy? Because in that, God is taken like one of us. If they don't understand, God's potency is unlimited. He can expand into unlimited forms, still remain as He is. That is the nature of Vishnu, Hari. Krishna expands as Balaram. Then Balaram expands as Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. Then that expands as Narayana. Sankarshana in this first set expands as Narayana. Then Narayana expands into second set. That is Vasudeva, Aniruddha, Sankarshana, Pradyumna. Then the second set, Sankarshana, he expands into Mahavishnu. He expands into Garbhodaksha Vishnu. He expands into Shirodaksha Vishnu. This is how the manifestation is running. But now Krishna expanded so many times. He remains same as it is. And all the expansions of Krishna, the Paramatma that is the Shirodaksha Vishnu in our heart, is same, equally potent. We cannot say one is more, one is less. It is same personality. God cannot be two. But due to the pastimes and all, just like Krishna when he came, he exhibited all his pastimes as the Supreme Personality. He was not playing any role. All the incarnations, they come for a particular role and they play that role. Krishna was not acting like that. He was acting independent of all rules and laws of this world. He acted as the Supreme Lord. The gopis were praying, we want to have you as a husband. He played flute in the night, come, dance with me. This is so-called morality of the world, not bothered. So many ways. We see Krishna was not bound by the rules of this world, no way. And Krishna was completely independent. The gopis prayed. When Krishna left Vrindavan, they cried. Prabhupada said they became blind by crying. Krishna never came. Krishna never came. Completely independent of anything. Krishna showed that feature. And also, there were 16,000 girls who prayed, please accept us as a husband. When he killed one big demon, Krishna accepted them. There was a demon who had captured young princes from different palaces. King used to have many wives, so many princesses would be there. He conquered so many small kingdoms and collected 16,000 girls. 16,100 girls for his enjoyment. And Krishna, they were all praying for Krishna. Krishna came with Satyabhama, killed that demon. And then he went inside. All the girls were enchanted to see the beautiful form of Krishna. And they said, if you send us home, there may be difficulty in our marriage and parents will be embarrassed to accept us. Why don't you accept us? And anyway, after seeing you, we don't want anybody else as a husband. Krishna said, ready? No rules, no regulations, nothing. Well, Lord Rama was playing Ek Patni Vrata. What Ek Patni here? Sahasra, 16,000 wives. So Krishna plays his own rule. Somebody was saying that Lord Rama sent his wife away. Yeah, because he has to show an example how leaders should be ready to sacrifice. He's ready to sacrifice. But Krishna had anybody commented on Satyabhama or on these girls which he brought, he would have cut their head by Sudarshan. He is not bound by, the rules or norms of this world. Krishna acted as a supreme personality of Godhead. Completely as a supreme personality. So in that way, Krishna's feature is unique actually. Krishna is unique in that way. And also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Krishna is not avatar, he is avatari. In the Bhagavatam also, in the first canto, there is a chapter, Krishna is the source of all incarnations. The list of incarnations is given, including Krishna's name is there. And then after that, the Bhagavatam says, wait a minute. Ete cha amsa kala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. There was somebody who had come to Prabhupada, Indian. Generally, India's philosophy understanding is Vishnu is the origin, all these are avatars. Correct? Generally. And Krishna is also taken as one of the avatars. So Prabhupada said, how can you disagree with Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam is saying that don't make a mistake. Even though all these incarnations are there, Krishna is the origin of all the incarnations. Krishna is not Ete cha amsa kala pumsa. Ete amsa. Amsa means an expansion. Kala means expansion of the expansion. Just like Balaram is the expansion, the now others become expansion of the expansion. So amsha kala, just like bhuja, upashakha. Bhuja means the branch, upashakha means the next branch. So all these are bhuja, upashakha, or these are all amsha kala, but Krishna is the origin. So this is the confidential truth. And in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhava, everything is coming from me. Mattaha parataranam. In fact, nobody has ever declared this. Many people have said they are God, but have they said this statement, everything is coming from me? They didn't say it. It's a joke, very interesting point. They could not even imagine how great God is. They said, I am God. They didn't know how great God is. They say, I am God because I can throw some ash, because I can give you one ring, which is all, even what magicians say, because this all is analyzed the videos, It brings shame actually. Many magicians, when they were shown all these tricks, because they have analyzed, nowadays videos is available, you can slow motion check, everything was a farce. Many magicians also told that I will be ashamed to do this. This is not even in the level of magic. Magicians also does better than the so-called gods of today. But all what they could give as a god is, throw a finger or ash. And they could say, I am God. But Krishna also said, I am God. But then, what did Krishna say about God? Aham sarvasya prabhu. I am the source of everything. They could not even speak that much. Everything is come. Matta paratana anya. There is nobody higher to me. Krishna has spoken that. Aham adi. I am the origin of everything. So that is very clear. Krishna is very spoken. Because Bhagavatam says God means Janmadi Asyataha, the source of everything. The source from which everything has come. That is God. But here, he is saying, Krishna is saying, I am the source. So it matches. Krishna is the Supreme Lord. And we don't have in the history of humanity anybody coming and saying, see, Bhagavatam says God is that from which everything has come. Now you take the history of humanity, even the so-called history they have today. Is there any man who has ever said everything has come out from him? There is not one person. Only one person declared that in the history, that is Krishna. So Krishna is God. That's simple logic. It doesn't require much understanding. So yes, Krishna is God, as the Supreme Personality. And he is the source of all the incarnations also. All the incarnations come from Krishna. But in this world, actually, because the management of this world is from Hari, is from Vishnu. The management of the world is coming from, rather, Shri Vishnu He manages the world. Ekam Sena Sito Jagat. So it's not wrong when it is said incarnations come from him. Because generally incarnations come from him. They all the devatas, Brahma, they go pray to, they stand. Shira means milk ocean. They all stand in the ocean of milk. Beyond that is Vishnu, just like we see, in the ocean sometimes. Beyond that a Dvipa is there, correct? We can't go there. So they can't go to Vishnu's place. But they just stand on the shore of the ocean of milk and they pray. And they offer their Purush Shukta prayers. And they pray, my Lord, this is the condition. Just like Krishna's time, Brahma prayed, earth is crying, Bhumi, Bhudevi is crying. There is so much disturbance on earth. What should we do? So Lord Ashirodaksha Vishnu replied to the Brahma in the heart. He didn't even give him a darshan. Sometimes he gives him darshan, sometimes he just speaks in the heart. This is going to happen, I am coming, and Brahma tells the message to everybody. So he is in charge. So Kshirodaksha Vishnu said, I am coming actually. So then now becomes contradictory. What is that? So generally people understand properly. It's not contradictory because the reason is, general principle, Kshirodaksha Vishnu is in charge. But when Krishna comes, even Kshirodaksha Vishnu, Mahavishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, Balarama, everything comes along with Krishna. Because he is the source from which everything has come. So when he is coming means everything is coming together. When so many devatas are fighting, so many Danavas are fighting with Krishna, Krishna was not fighting. His expansions were taking care of it. Vasudeva expansion, some expansion are taking care. Krishna just plays the flute and dances with his devotees. So here is a very confidential truth about the Lord, that unlimited expansion. And Krishna showed that. Now let us see what Krishna pastime Krishna showed. When Brahma stole all the coward boys, boom, Krishna created all the coward boys. Krishna immediately created duplicate. But they were all spiritual. They were all Narayanas. They were not Jivas. When Brahma came after some time to see what had happened, he was scared. He was playing tricks with somebody. Everybody said his Lord is there. So he just wanted to check. So what happened? He could see that actually boys are still there. Brahma got puzzled. He ran back and saw, no, those boys that he has put, just like they put now, they drug them and put them into sleep. They are already there. Then here, what is this? Duplicate. He himself became puzzled, confused. And then what happened? Krishna, all the forms became Narayana. And Brahma said, what is all this? My Narayana is there. He was completely stunned. And not only that, all the Narayanas have been worshipped by all the Devatas and the different Brahmas and all the energies of worshipping the Lord. He was like, Then Krishna saw him faint now. So Krishna removed that thing for him. And then he again became like a small boy playing the flute. So Prabhupada says something. So at that time Krishna showed actually that all the expansions are coming from him. But one thing which is not today's shloka but very important point Prabhupada says, the residents of Vrindavan never tested Krishna. Indra tested Krishna, Brahma tested Krishna, everybody tested. Then they accepted Krishna. Residents of Vrindavan never tested Krishna. Never tested. They never said, no, Krishna, show us something. Then they will accept you as well. They just loved Krishna. So Prabhupada says, don't try to understand Krishna too much. Try to love him. Just like when you're chanting Hare Krishna, you're offering devotion service to Krishna. Krishna will reveal himself. As much as Krishna gives in Gita, Bhagavatam, that much more you cannot understand by what you will understand by your logic. Which equation can handle this? Which equation can handle this? The Supreme Personality expands into unlimited forms. That much you can understand. Infinity minus infinity is infinity. So infinity minus infinity is infinity. Infinity minus infinity is infinity. So Krishna is, all the forms are infinite in one sense because God is infinite. So many forms are coming, infinite forms, but there is no reduction. Infinity minus infinity is infinity. That much your mathematics can help you, not more than that. How can this happen? What your equation will do? Cannot help. So how you can understand the Lord? As situated in heart morning, we are discussing 8 inches. He is sitting in the region of the heart, in his spiritual form, in everybody's heart. And he is so beautiful. And he is smiling in the region of the heart. What you will understand by the equations? Neither you can see him or study him. As much he is telling in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya Chaham Hridhi Sannivishta. That much, full stop. More than that you cannot understand. Whatever information you get from the scripture, revelation, that much. Try to love Krishna, try to serve Krishna. Then Krishna will reveal him. So therefore it is not easy. It is said, Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmane Vaishnave Salpa Punya Vatan Rajan Vishwash Neva Jayate. By little punya, you cannot get faith in these things. Little punya, you cannot get faith. You need a lot of punya. So actually, when we have faith in the scripture, faith in the acharyas, we should understand it's a great fortune. It's a great fortune. And a bona fide acharya in scripture never clashes. Okay? We always heard about how Krishna expands into Balaram, all that. Now we see a shloka certifying that. More and more day by day, our faith becomes reconfirmed in this way. Okay? So, but by little punya, our faith in Mahaprasade, in Govinda, in the name of the Lord, in Prasadam, in the great acharyas, Vaishnavas, cannot come a little punya. It requires a lot of punya, a lot of devotional activity. Then only we develop faith in these things. So it is great fortune. And so Brahma Samhita, Brahma is so kind, he is revealing the real nature. Actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself gave a certificate. He said there is no book, there is no scripture equal to Brahma Samhita so far as the final spiritual conclusion is concerned. There is no scripture equal to this book. It is the topmost book. It is a unique book in the Vaishnava literature, Brahma Samhita. And Prabhupada said it is like the PhD thesis of Brahma. There's final conclusions. Everything is there clearly in this. Srila Prabhupada ki, Brahma Samhita ki.